Welcome to the Solar Energy Channel, where you'll get an honest inside look at all things solar. In this video, we're going to answer the question on whether or not the solar industry is propped up by government subsidies. I'm Warren.
And I'm Charles. Be sure to subscribe and also like this video if you want to be notified of future videos that we release.
So Charles, before we jump into whether or not solar is propped up by government subsidies, let's identify what those incentives actually are.
The three big incentives for solar today is the income tax credit, available depreciation, and any grants such as USDA. We have created videos for each one of these incentives if you would like more information. So you can find them in the description below.
You know, it's remarkable to see how many industries and companies are actually subsidized by the government, and then put that in context and compare it to solar.
Yeah, the reality is there is a lot of even specific businesses that receive a lot of rebates, tax rebates, such as Google receiving millions, 630 million maybe. You have Boeing, you have General Motors, you have Dow Chemical, you have Goldman Sachs, Walmart. All these companies are receiving millions and millions of dollars every year in tax rebates.
Absolutely. So if you've ever shopped at Walmart, you're supporting an organization that is subsidized by the U.S. government.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just if we're going to isolate solar and not buy solar because it's subsidized, well, if we're using that same train of thought, there's other things we shouldn't be doing or buying.
Yeah, but let's bring it to the energy sector for a second here, Charles. How does the renewable space compare to fossil fuel space in terms of government subsidies?
Yeah, the reality is fossil fuel receives 3 to 4 times the incentives through tax benefits than the solar space does.
Yeah, it's remarkable that the fossil fuel industry gets roughly $20 billion a year in government subsidies compared to about $6 billion a year for the renewable space.
And it should be said that these are not cash payments that are being doled out. These are often in the form of tax rebates, tax credits, lowering a business's or a person's tax payment that they owe to the IRS. So it's being incentivized not through necessarily cash payments that are being given out, by the fact that you just do not need to pay in.
So in summary, to answer the question on whether or not the solar industry is propped up by government incentives, it is definitely incentivized by the United States government. However, in context and in comparison to other industries and the fossil fuel industry as a whole, the subsidies are far less.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this information, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for future releases.